Alright guys, welcome back to another video. So today we got something special for you. Today we have a little bit of a drone fishing session and a little bit of an introduction to drone fishing. Okay, stop. In case the line jams up or something.
Full of the new
down
return to home point.
And then towards the side. Okay, so that is forward. Does it fit around here though? Oh, see it, look at that. There we go. Good meaty, fat, nice Gurnard. He's got some cool eyes actually, this guy. Look at that. And for that I got my friend Jason here today. And Jason has never drone fished before. You've never flown a drone before, eh? It's the first time.
First time, yeah.
It's the first time, but he's really keen on trying drone fishing. So today we got our Aeroo Pro drone here. So we're gonna set that up. I'm gonna show Jason how we do it, and then I let him fly the drone and do all the stuff that I'm showing him. Then maybe that is good for you guys too. If you're interested into drone fishing and you want to see what it's like from a first timer, from an absolute newbie perspective, with someone who's never flown a drone, then you will see this in this video. So hopefully it'll be helpful to you guys. So yeah, stay tuned and let's see how we get on. Hopefully we catch something.
Awesome, sounds good.
Yeah.
Let's get started.
Oh, who's that? You wanna be flown out as well?
He likes fish smell.
Yeah, so today I wanted to actually try something new. So I came up with a really cool little device to drop Burley out there. So, you know, it's like sort of fly the drone out first, drop the Burley, and we can actually only do that with the Aeroo drone because from my little thing that I constructed, from my little construction, you need an electronic bait release, which we have with the Aeroo drone. So that's going to be really cool. Nice little test. Going to do that as well. So let's get started. So as usual, we got two rods today. So we're going to fly two rods. We got Jason's rod, and we put a Shimano bait runner 12,200 on there with about 500 meter line on it. And then I've got my good old balsa rod here. We're going to fly out one line a little bit in a triangle, one line a bit towards the left, one line a bit to the right. And then I'm thinking maybe just flying out the Berley straight, drop it there, and then maybe it disperses a little bit in that area and we'll be able to baits out on each side of that Berley. So.
Sounds good.
Yummy. Yummy line, fishing line.
So I got my good old 2-hook dropper rig here. 2-hook size 3, I think they are both. Good for a Gurnard. And then just a 4-ounce sinker and my little loop on here. Do you have any line with you? Extra line with you? Like sort of the thick, what's the thickest you got?
I've got 80 and 100.
80 and 100 pound mono.
Magic.
Oh yeah, let's do like 100 pound.
Okay.
So what we need to do is do a little loop. So what I do to convert a standard ledger rig into a drone fishing rig is I just take a little bit of line. I forgot my scissors, unfortunately, today. So I take a little bit of line and then we can make a loop into that. Because we need something to hang it into the drone basically, right? So uni to uni knot, I can just do like two turns or so on each side with thick line like that. Okay, so we got a loop around the sinker now.
Yeah, I see.
This is actually the loop that's going to clip into the drone release then, with a little bit of an extra security clip in between. We got our security clips here from the Aeroo drone, those ones here. I'm going to clip that into the 100 pound line here, like so. And that's basically our security. In case the line jams up or something, this will just come off, and otherwise it will just stay on the line and we'll reel that back in with everything later on. So this is a specific setup for the Aeroo drone, right? The drone comes with a couple of those, and those are basically just security clips so that in case your line jams or a bird flies into the line, that it won't pull down the drone. That this will it's the weak link basically.
Convenient, smooth idea.
Yeah, so when you do the drone fishing, you always need sort of a weak link. When I started drone fishing, I didn't know that, and I lost my first drone because I didn't have a weak link.
wow.
So
Was that a DJI?
yeah, my very first DJI Phantom 3 drone. I have a video out on that where I just had a forward-facing hook. Initially, all I did was I put a loop like this on my sinker, and then I was just hanging that over that forward-facing hook, right?
Yes.
Like that, flying the drone out, turning the drone 180 degrees, flying a bit backward, and would just slide off. It worked really good until one day when the line hit a piece of driftwood in the water and it got stuck.
Oh no.
And I saw the drone flying. I thought, oh shit, something is wrong. And I wasn't fast enough flying backwards or anything. I just saw the drone and it was gone. So,
Straight down to Davy Jones's locker.
exactly. It washed up a couple of weeks later. The guys at the campground, they called me 2 weeks later and said, oh, your drone washed up, do you want it back? I said, nah, can go straight in the rubbish bin after being in the water for 2 weeks. But yeah, so that's why if you use a tension release on a drone, like the ones I use with my cloth pack and stuff like that, or some other drones that only use tension releases,
Yes.
then of course you don't need that. And this clips into the tension release of your drone, right?
Yeah.
And when you drop the bait, you fly out the drone like this. And when you want to drop, you just close your bail arm and the tension on your line will just pull that off the drone. Okay. and it will fly down. But if you use an electronic release, like on the Aeroo, then you need to have like this as a security clip in there. Yeah, so that's the only modification you really need to do to your fishing rig when you use a drone, right? You just need to attach a loop and a little bit of a weak link, and that's all. So what I'm gonna do is, on my rod, I'm gonna use, I don't know if you want to do that too, if you want to use 2 fresh baits, I'm gonna use 1 salted bait and 1 fresh bait. So I got some salted Kahawai from my last little catch. You're welcome to use some of that too if you want. So that's not too bad, it looks pretty good, nice and blue. And I put that on one hook. On the other hook I tie a fresh pilchard that Jason brought. So we got the best out of both worlds. So that will, in case the fresh one comes off the hook, this will stay on a little bit longer, the salted one. So we'll see. Well, they are frozen, fresh frozen.
Might try a little bit of salted bait as well and just mix it up.
Yeah, use some of that here. So that's the fresh, that's probably the best one here. If you use some of that here, that's the latest one. And those ones are not too bad, they work pretty good too. Okay. This one you probably don't even need to tie it on, but these ones are a bit softer here.
Okay.
Alright.
Washing service, man.
Oh, cool. Perfect. Cool, we're going to put our little landing pad here, which is just my trusty old cut off from the top. Because we don't want to get the drone all sandy, so put that out and put something heavy on it so it doesn't fly away. That's our makeshift landing pad.
Doesn't have 80 sign on it.
Yeah, it doesn't have a proper sign on it. Aeroo drone, you can also get a proper landing pad, but Top does it as well. And yeah, that just after a bit of flying my drone, I noticed I get a lot of sand everywhere, so this will prevent that. Okay, ready, Jason? Jason, we're gonna unpack the drone. Okay, so here's the Aeroo drone. Let's have a quick look. So that's our drone here, and this little slot, there's a little bolt that goes in and out. To clip the bait on, it's actually, I figured that only out after a little while. It's actually quite good. You can hold the drone in one hand. You cannot really turn the drone around for too long, because then it starts complaining with the gimbal of the camera, starting to get out of sync and stuff like that.
Yes.
So you kind of want to, when you clip in the bait, you kind of want to hold the drone a little bit up, but you don't want to turn it all the way around, right?
Okay.
And I figured out after a little while that this is really good, because you can grab that arm with your hand and you can push that little button here with your thumb.
Yes.
And this will open and close that little bolt. So you can have it open like this, put the ring in, the release ring, push that, close it, and then you can put the drone down.
Wow, that's quite nifty.
Yeah, so that's quite good. And then there's another button for the release here on the controller as well. So later when we fly it out, here's a release button. So you're gonna fly the drone out and you just push that button, and then we'll just open that bolt and we'll fall down.
Too easy.
So that's the controller. It's quite nifty as well. So you just got your standard USB plug on there. Or should I have to put on my glasses? I can't see. So it works with, like, of course, with all phones, iPhone and Android phones. So one side goes into the drone, and then the other side just plugs into your phone. And then of course you have to install the Aeroo app for that. Okay, so that's basically all you need to set up. So let's go over to the landing launch pad. Alright, to start the drone, we'll just sort of push that once and then once again, and then the lights come on. I should make a sound. And then we do the same here with the controller. And now basically the controller is connecting to the drone via like a radio signal.
Okay. What's the maximum distance with that radio signal?
This one can fly 10 kilometers.
Wow, that's quite a way.
Yeah, it's quite a long distance on that one.
Originally they want to make this drone for delivery.
For delivery purposes?
Parcel.
Wow, okay.
So the first thing you always want to do with the drone is a calibration when you start it. So it's got an internal compass. So, but it will show you on the app. So I'm just going to go here, start calibration. So it shows you what to do. So you can do that if you want. Have a look at the app while you do that. you need a better. You need a.
One more arm.
What you can do is you can also hold it like this, and then you go around like that with your whole body.
Yeah, that looks more productive.
So it's still there. Keep on going. Keep turning a couple of times, same direction.
Still there.
Still there? Yeah. Maybe go faster. Do faster turns and just keep going. Like do 5.
I'm a first-time user.
Do 5 turns until you get dizzy.
Okay. So
Yeah, now do the same this way. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Then we can put it down. All right. So now it's basically ready to fly. To start the drone, like that's pretty much the same with any drone.
Okay.
You take those 2 joysticks here. To stop it, you just put it down.
Updated.
So basically,
Please be mindful of the new
down
return to home point.
and then towards the side. That
Okay.
will start it. Yep, that's it.
Okay.
So now we got the motors running.
Been updated.
Now the drone flies very steady, so you don't have to worry too much about that one. Like when you don't do anything, it will just hover in place. It won't like sort of fly left and right. You don't have to control all the time.
Okay.
So when you bring it up and you don't do anything, or you sort of get lost or whatever, you think you fly in the wrong direction, just let go of the joysticks and the drone will just sit there. So we can Haitian is very security oriented, so we can come a little bit over to that side. So the left side is to control the up and down movement. So if you just push that forward, it will take off and
Wow, very good.
yep. So bring it up a little bit higher. And yep, cool. And higher. So the same side on the left, you turn left and right. So let's say you wanted to fly out towards the sea. So you use the joystick to turn the drone to face to where you want to fly first.
Okay. Is that the front end?
Yep. So the front end is the side where the camera is sticking out.
Okay.
That's the front end, yeah. And then you just fly forward. Easy as. And then you can do the same and fly it backwards to you, or you can turn it around in the air and have it facing you, coming towards you if you want. Yep. Easy as. You're natural.
Yeah. It's very convenient.
You fly it like you've been flying drones for years. Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of PlayStation. all my life.
It's a bit like a PlayStation controller, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome. So if you're out there, once we drop the bait, you can either fly it back manually if you want. It's a bit difficult to do because you can't see the drone so well from that distance. Or you can just push the button and it will just come back here automatically.
Okay.
Once it comes back here, then you can turn off the return to home on the screen. Then you can land it either manually or can let it do its own thing and will land then.
So it doesn't land automatically.
It should land automatically, but I usually, once it comes back, because sometimes it's not exactly the same spot,
Yeah.
sometimes, most of the time I just cancel it when it's back here, and then I just sort of bring it down, make sure it's right over the spot, and then bring it down there. So
Okay.
very easy. So let's bring it over here, and we'll clip in the bait. So fly it about here, so it's facing forward. It's facing towards the sea. Yep. And okay, stop. Stop. A little bit up. Oh, you know what? Actually, we should clip in the bait first. Hang on. So we'll bring it down here. So to land it, you just need to hold it all the way down. I put the landing pad underneath the drone.
Okay.
So just hold the downward flight button.
Yes.
It will sort of slow down. The sensor will pick up.
Yes.
But you just keep holding it. It will land, and then you keep holding it, and it will turn off the motor as well. It's too windy. Just bring it down. It's not so wet anyway. Yeah, so easy as. So now we can clip in the bait. Hang on, I'll just put that one on here. So this ring basically clips into the little bait holder. I show you one time how I do it.
Okay.
I'll clip that on here. I haven't even used the GoPro yet. Hooked myself already.
Safety first team.
Hooked myself and lost the bait, or is the bait? Oh, the bait is in my. No, the bait's already in my shoe. Bloody hell. So basically, like what I showed you earlier, like when you hold it in one hand,
Yes.
and you turn it a little bit up, you can push this button here with the other, and you see the little bolt there going in and out?
Yes.
So you push it, you open it, you put this little ring in here, and you close it.
Okay.
So it's hanging there, right? And you make sure you don't hook yourself. And yeah, you want to try it? Like hold it from that side. So you got your thumb in the right position. Like you want to have your thumb
Just here.
thumb like this, so you can push the button with your thumb. Yep, that's the one. Are you left-handed or right-handed?
Right.
Right-handed. So now you lift it up a little bit, so you can reach the button with your thumb there. That's the button here.
Little one there.
Yeah, so you can open and close it.
Okay. Wow, that's quite intricate.
Right, so that's it, see?
Okay.
And now you just put it down and have it face forward with the camera towards the sea, basically. And yeah, we need to open the bail arm, of course, so that the line comes off easily. So leave the bail arm open, maybe fly it up about 30 meters. We'll
Yes.
see it from here, how high is. You don't want to have it too low off the ground. You want to have a bit of a height there.
Okay.
And then you just push the forward button,
Yes.
like fully forward, so it can fly at full speed. Then we look at the distance, and when we reach about 250 meters, 300 meters,
Yeah.
then you can stop, and then we just push that release button here, and it will fly out.
Okay.
So at the moment the camera is facing forward, but we can have the camera facing downwards as well, see, up and down. So if we face it all the way downwards, then we should be able to see the bait actually dangling down there.
Happy days.
All right, so let's bring it up. There we go. Now bring it up slowly.
Has been updated. Please be mindful of the new return time.
There we go.
Is that high enough?
A little bit higher maybe. Up, you're turning backwards. You're turning. That should be enough. Now turn around the other way. It's a little bit windy. I might give the line a little bit of with my hand, a little bit of so we don't have too much slack line there. Yep, so what's the distance say? Hi? 250, like at, let's say 300 meters, we'll drop it. Okay, let's just hit the drop button. Yep, so the tension came off the line, so it's dropped. All right, so our first bait is out. So the next thing, we got to put the tension onto the scent sinker here. There's a bit of slack line coming out. It's a little bit windy today. And yeah, you can just hit that return to home button there on the front of the controller. Here's the return to home button. Just hit that. Return home mode. Yep.
Okay.
Now it's coming back home. There we go. So now we can bring it down. I'll just put that landing pad back down where we had it. So you can cancel the return to home now, basically.
Cancel return.
Yep. Bring it up a little bit so it's above the fishing rod here. So it don't get into the line. Yep, cool. Let's bring it over here and we'll land it here on the landing pad. This time it should work if I put the wood on here. See if you can bring it over here.
Okay.
It's a bit of a tricky, no? For first time flying.
Yeah, I've got this.
Awesome job, well done. Couldn't have done it better myself.
Thank you.
Really good. So what do you reckon? Pretty easy, eh?
Yeah, that was good fun.
Yeah.
I like it.
So we'll do the other drop as well on your rod now.
Okay.
I'll fly out the other bait and we're gonna fly that a little bit diagonally to the other side. So we got one rod out there, one rod out there. All right. So we used about 1 dot here. So we should still have about 80% or so battery left, I think. Okay, so yours is pretty much ready to fly out, eh? Looks like he's done that as a professional drone flyer. So you remember, so we just clipped that onto the drone first before we started. I'll hold that. There we go, easy as. So now
The
just
gimbal
put it.
is under protection. Please check if it is jammed.
Gimbal is under protection, but should be alright. Yep. You have to be fast with that procedure always, otherwise it complains with the gimbal. But this time it just got itself sorted out again.
Okay.
Because it's trying to adjust the gimbal and the camera.
Ah.
And if it's too long in the wrong position, then it sort of gets stuck somehow.
The home point is empty. Please be mindful of the new return.
Yep, cool. That's about high enough. Now, yep, that's a good angle.
Yeah.
Okay, shoot her out. It's flying a little bit of an angle too diagonally. Like, yeah, that maybe.
That's good.
I think so. Yeah, that's better. Otherwise, it flies too much diagonally to the beach. We wanted to get into as deep as possible water there. You see, I got a little bit of tangle on the line. See if we can. Yep, that's cool. All right.
Cool.
Cool. Yep. Let's drop there. 254.
Done.
Yep. Cool. Now we set the sinker here. Got a nice bend in the rod there. There she's coming. Second try, guys, and yeah, Jason looks like he's been doing this his whole life. Really good for like first time, man.
First, we chop our rod and line with the drone.
He's
people.
did a really good job. The first time we tried with the old Phantom drone, I was looking at the drone and I was like telling Haitian to come a little bit forward with the rod. So we didn't have it in the rod holder, and I said, come a little bit forward with the rod. I gotta put the bait on, and she walked with the rod straight into the propellers.
No.
And the drone actually was so strong it chopped the rod in half.
Chopped it in half, really?
Yeah, the rod was chopped in half, the surf caster, and then the braided line wrapped itself around the propellers.
Oh, no.
The drone turned itself upside down, fell into the sand, and it dug itself into the sand. Like, and I was panicking because I'm going to turn the bloody thing off, and just eventually I managed to turn it off, and I thought this drone's never going to fly again, but I cleaned it up and it was flying well for a year until I lost it to that stupid mistake what I mentioned earlier. Until I found out that I need that safety release as well. But yeah, that was our first. So you're doing a much better job there. You're like a natural.
Learn.
Yeah. So now we got the 2 rods out. Let's try my Burley construction, see if that works.
Okay.
So see, this is my idea for the Burley drop on the drone. So I attached 2 lines here to that good old Greek yogurt container. Greek yogurt is the best, guys, lots of protein. And
This is not a sponsorship video for Greek
not a sponsorship. Not a sponsorship for, what is it, Yo Plate. But yeah, if Yo Plate wants to send me a pallet of Greek yogurt, I wouldn't say no. I love that stuff. I was always thinking about a way of dropping Burley somehow, like sort of attaching it to the line or something like that, but I'm really excited now about that, and because now that's possible with the Aeroo drone, with the electronic bait release, so that's a really good application for it actually. Of catching the Kahawai again, we'll see. Like I said, I got like some dried Burley pellets here, and I'm gonna fill up this container with it. Now the Aeroo drone that we're using for dropping that's got a 1 kg payload. So easy, that's about maybe 500 gram or so. First thing, I've got 2 ropes basically. The first, so 1 rope that goes around the drone to hold the container, and the other rope holding the container like this on the release. And if I release it, this rope will fall down, the container will empty, and this will still be on the drone so that I can fly the empty container back. So hopefully we're not going to lose the drone trying that, but you got to try, right? Okay, so that is forward. Does it fit around here though? Just, it's flying back like this. That should not interfere with anything, hopefully. And then we got this one here. Might be a little bit too big for that.
Use the ring then.
Might have to put a ring on it, but let's try first. Might be okay. I think let me try that with a little bit of sand first, just in case. Okay, so let's see.
The home point has been updated. Please be mindful of the new return to home point.
Up.
Why is he struggling over?
It is a little bit struggling there, so let's see what happens.
Try, let it go.
Let's see, we drop it. Why are we not dropping?
Because it's too tight in the hole.
Landing.
Too tight. The line is too thick.
Yeah, so we need to put a ring on it. So first try was a bit of a failure.
So funny.
We'll see, it's good that we tried it here and not out there. Let's see if we can find a ring here. Okay, so I'm gonna put a ring on here, a little split ring. So let's see if that works. So it's actually pretty heavy here what I'm using at the moment. Okay, so here's the split ring. There we go.
The home point has been updated. Please be mindful of the new return to home point. The home point has been updated. Please be mindful of the new return to home point.
Okay, we dropped it. Let's drop the sand. I'm sure this will work this time. So I'm going to push the release button now. Oh, see it, look at that. Awesome, eh? Did you guys see that? It worked. And now this hangs down, so my worry was because it's so lightweight that the wind doesn't push the whole thing up into the propellers, but the propellers have so much downward force that it shouldn't happen, even if I fly this full speed with this hanging there. It would probably be better if I add a little bit weight to this bucket. After dropping this, I actually found out that I have to close the release again, because the closed release will disable the downward sensor. So because the stuff is still hanging on the drone after I open the release, it sort of interferes with the sensors coming down. But if I close the release straight away after dropping, then I won't have these sensors enabled. Can you hold this? All right, there we go. Let's give it a try. Controller. So hopefully the drone, it's not the last time we've seen the drone, no?
The home point has been updated. Please be mindful of the new return to home point.
See if I can actually see it if I bring the camera down here. Bring the camera down. I can see the birdie here, see? I can see it here on the screen. Look, it's hanging there.
Oh, perfect.
Now I'm gonna release it. Okay, let's see, we're gonna release it. There we go, check this out. Straight down there. Close the bail arm again. Turn the drone around. And yeah, bring it back. Oh, something is on. Oh, so quite heavy actually. Maybe a Kahawai again. It's dust. We do have a few tucks there, 300 meters. Maybe the Burley brought in a few fish. But Gurnards don't fight, so that's keeping up my hope for Gurnard. Kahawai.
Looks almost like a mallet.
Perfect eating size.
Not too small, yeah? Yeah, we'll keep that, yeah. It's a good eating size.
Nice catch. First catch of you, Jason, actually.
I give Mark the credit.
Oh, yeah, see? So there are some Kahawai around. Maybe the Berley has brought them on the bite. But it seems always when the tide's running out that same situation last time we got a Kahawai as well.
Usually this one looks more spotty than
This time we'll just fly it straight out instead of an angle.
Okay.
So basically pointing the right direction anyway, because the current seems to be drifting it out this way anyway. So, all right. 352. Just drop. The birds are there by the line. Just drop. Drop. Yep. Seagulls usually sort of often attack the drone. So the only option then is to, when they start attacking it, you have to fly it up really high, because they can't fly up high really quick, you know. See, these ones are like sort of...
They're quite aggressive birds, really.
They're not seagulls, but they... What are they? Terns or what?
They're definitely interested by it.
One of them. Okay, bring it back a little bit here. Do you want to try and land it with a hand? Bring it over here, and then you just position yourself right underneath it. Yeah. When you grab it, just sort of have it at this height where you want to grab it.
Yeah.
And then you just grab the body.
Okay.
So you don't get near the propellers.
Yeah.
And then with the other end, you just hold the downwards button until the propellers turn off, right? So. No, wait. No, wait. You just grab it like this, hold it like this here.
Yeah.
And then you just have to push the button down so it turns itself off as if it's landing. That's it. You don't have to like pull it or anything. You just hold it loosely in your hand,
Okay.
and it will act like it's the ground, really, you know. And then
Yep.
it just sort of, and then you push the button down, and it just kind of just drops into your hand, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome.
You kind of feel like it's fighting you when you go to grab it and don't
Yeah, it's
turn
got
it off in time.
because it's got the downward sensor here.
Yeah.
So it's like sort of sensing that something is below it, and it sort
Yeah.
of tries. Oh, there's something. I've got to go slower.
Okay.
But if you just hold it like this, with the other drone, with my DJI drone, I basically have to hold my hand flat, but it's a really small drone, and I just hold it flat under it like this, like the ground, and then we'll just sort of drop onto my hand, basically.
Your hand is the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, no, awesome.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're just eating a yummy brownie that Jason made for us. He's a professional chef, by the way, and often when you start eating yourself, you get a bite. The fish seem to be getting hungry too. Eh? When you have you noticed that? When I'm on the boat or kayak, once I start eating or doing something, the fish starts biting too.
Every time.
We didn't even have a break since we came here. We've just been constantly fishing and non-stop action, right? Flying the drone, testing the release of the Burley, and then the second bite now with a bit of weight on it even. So we'll see what that is.
No time to sit and relax.
We're still hoping for Gurnard, but could also be a bigger Kahawai maybe this time. We'll see. Maybe a snapper. You never know, eh? I've seen that people have been catching still snapper in this area. There was a Facebook post, someone catching quite a lot of snapper actually out in Motueka.
I caught a couple out at Cable Bay 2 weeks ago on the kayak.
Yeah. In the middle of winter, we're like in the middle of June now.
Really noticed that extra distance when you're winding in.
Oh, yeah. You get too warm.
Once the color is changing of the line, you'll know you're getting close.
Okay.
With a multi-colored braid at the end of it. Let's hope it's not a carpet shark or anything. Do you get any head shakes?
Big head shakes.
Big head shakes. Oh wow. Guys, we're on. Yeah. Here's the line. Water's gone out quite a bit now. So, let's see what Jason is pulling in there. Just before it's getting dark, luckily we did that last cast here. Oh guys, look at that. Wow. Woohoo! Got a monster Gurnard. Check this out. Jason got a monster Gurnard. Reel in. Keep reeling. Check this out. What a nice Gurnard, man.
Wow, look at the head. Wow, look at the flathead. So big. Reflected in it, yeah?
Quick video.
Pale coloured Gurnard actually.
Oh, yeah.
Really red, like almost blush on the cheeks. It's unusual.
Oh, it looks very...
Looks like he's got a crab in his mouth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Pretty close
Jason's
to my
first
PB.
drone fish. Drone catch and maybe a personal best Gurnard.
Fantastic.
It would have been my personal best too. That's a monster, mate. It's a really nice
a good
big
Gurnard.
Gurnard, yeah. Good meaty, fat, nice Gurnard. I thought there was a crab piece of. Ah, here. He was eating a paddle crab.
Watching on a wee crab, yeah. The crabs have come back into the bay now.
It's a soft shell crab, I think. It's really
Oh,
soft.
fantastic.
Yeah, it's a soft shell.
Yeah, they love these crabs.
So
the
what
bird.
happened now then?
Soft shell crab.
He's eating crab and this?
Maybe we should put that on a hook quickly and fly that out.
Hopefully I don't lose a fish. I don't like losing fish so much, right?
Guys, can you believe it? We're on again. So next cast, our burleying method here with the drone seems to have worked really good. Haitian's got
Awesome.
another fish on. The drop with a burley, and we caught this really nice big Gurnard. Got a Kahawai. And yeah, we're on again. Is it still on?
I hope, yeah.
It was a nice bite. Once we get close to here, then I'll have to run out there and see if I can grab it, right? But
Yes.
yeah, check
Nice
that out,
fish
guys.
today,
Wow.
Tonight.
There's Jason. He's just
Walking around.
mucking around with his big
Gurnard.
ass Gurnard that he just caught.
Oh, I hope still there. Oh, yeah. It's there.
Yeah. I've got the line right above me. It's too high though to grab. Come on, line. Up, oh, got the line. Hopefully we don't lose the fish. It's really shallow now with the tides coming out there. So, oh yeah guys, we got a snapper. We got a snapper and it's not even a bad size. Check this out. Woohoo! We got a legal snapper, yeah. Not a bad size. A nice penny. It's crazy. That's
really good fishing.
That is
here in Nelson.
that is crazy. It is, eh?
Yeah, it's really
I mean, for middle winter here. Normally we release a snapper that size, but since it's winter and fishing is hard, this one's gonna come home with us.
Maybe winter snapper is sweeter.
Maybe it's nice and fat, yeah?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the flesh, the water's colder, so the meat will be harder.
Oh
so you can
yeah,
fill it at
nice.
the same night, and the fillet's not going to break apart.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Very, very nice, Asian. Awesome. Fishing with Jason here. I think he brought us some luck, eh?
Yes.
He brought the luck and the brownies.
In that exact order. Cheers, yeah. Try and get this.
Put a bit of a light on the rod tip. We just have one line out now. It's getting too dark to do more drone flights, but we got a carpet shark in the end as well. Ugly carpet shark. Gonna release this guy, of course. He's got some cool eyes actually, this guy. Look at that. Okay, better get him into the water quickly. Man, my headlight battery is finished and we're mucking around here in the dark now. we all don't have headlights. Haitian is the only one here, the light keeper, the keeper of the light with a mobile phone. And we're all mucking around in the dark. Hopefully we don't forget our stuff here. But yeah, that carpet shark was actually quite cool. Okay, gonna head back to the car. Alright, so we just got back home. What an awesome session. I didn't expect that. I was like really good today.
Yeah, selection of every fish possible almost.
Check out this catch here. Nice snapper. Man, and check out this Gurnard. What a beast of a Gurnard. What a beast. And a little Kahawai for sashimi. Don't forget to like and subscribe, of course. And we see you next time.